Well, Kamala Harris looks like she'll be I'm Elijah Schaefer. Let's start the show. Well, Dossier today presented the past of our queen, the brat, and I say that, of course, jokingly. Kamala Harris has had a track record of wasting money and completely neglecting her responsibilities. She pulled it near 1% when she was running for the presidency, and suddenly now we're supposed to believe that she's extremely popular. Maybe people are just so disingenuous or somehow discouraged by Biden that now they'll take anything but a dying sack of flesh. Instead of helping to build out American broadband access, Harris has allocated her time and energy to internet DEI programs. Let's get into it. Vice President Kamala Harris hasn't been the most powerful VP, to put it mildly, but she's been tasked with responsibility. The results have been utterly catastrophic. Many are aware of her Borders Are portfolio, but not so much about her continued campaign as the Biden administration's broadband czar. As the nation's first DEI vice president, Kamala Harris demonstrated her unique incompetence from the very beginning of the Biden administration. It began on President Biden's 100th day in office when, during his first public address before a joint session of Congress, he announced the first major agenda items for the portfolio of vice president. Start your investment journey with Webull, which is partnered with the Dossier. You can check out the push there. But President Biden stressed that he wanted to create jobs connecting every American with high-speed internet, including 35% of rural America that still doesn't have it. This is going to help our kids and our businesses succeed in the 21st century economy, he continued before asking the vice president to lead this effort if she would. Of course, replied the VP to applause of the audience. From there, Harris was off to the races, spending the next several months meeting with the power brokers in Congress to secure funding for the Biden administration's plan to provide broadband access to and high-speed internet. During her meeting with lawmakers, she spoke with a sense of urgency. VP Harris presided over a broadband deal with GOP last Wednesday. Ben Ray Lujan is sitting with Amy's left. There was lots of government in the room. We can see Clyburn, for example, and so much going on there. They agreed on $65 billion. And she said, make no mistake, access to high-speed internet means access to opportunity. The bipartisan infrastructure bill will make a historic investment in our nation's broadband infrastructure. When we connect Americans to affordable and accessible broadband, we are connecting our children to education. Now, it goes on to say here that she got her wish, and of course, they passed it. Despite the immense funding, the Biden administration has yet to provide evidence that Americans have secured internet access due to the BEAD program, or that the government has advanced projects in that necessary direction. To this day, not a single customer has been connected to the internet through it, according to the FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr. Years later, it has not connected even one person with those funds. In fact, it now says that no construction projects will even start until 2025 at the earliest. Starlink founder Elon Musk has also taken notice of the BEAD program's lack of shovel-ready jobs and connected customers. This government program is outrageous waste of taxpayer money and is utterly failing to serve the people in need. So look, she already was in charge of $45 billion and the border. We have the worst border crisis in history. Plus, at the same time, she literally wasted all of the money. Imagine that. $40 billion plus just disappeared. That's called slush fund, baby. That's called paying people off. And you expect her to do what? With our government? What? With our armed services? You don't think she's really going to be running our country, do you? Of course not. Now, obviously, you can talk about this. She also is famously known for having the most liberal track record in all of Congress. Remember this?
You're very different in the policies that you've supported in the past. You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
yeah, well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all. You're very different.
Yeah, you're very different in the fact that you're more liberal than everyone. And they want her to be like this cool girl who's just black and is going to be historic. But in reality, this is about setting a precedent for having a leader in charge who's not only incompetent, but negligent, maybe even malevolent. Somebody who wants to take away our hard-earned money. Let's look at her tax plan. Harris, according to Brandon Hall, has a tax plan. She will raise taxes on stock traders, business owners, wealthy individuals, real estate investors, people earning over $100,000 a year. Here's everything you need to know. First, the big shout out is here for reviewing Kamala's voting policy. She wants to raise taxes on people earning over $100,000. Bernie Sanders proposed a 4% premium income tax for anyone earning more than $29,000. Kamala liked the plan, but set the floor at $100,000. This will fund Medicare for all, a policy Biden was critical of. She wants to tax stock traders. The tax would be 0.2% for stocks, 0.1% for bonds, and 0.002% for derivatives. She wants to raise the corporate rate to 35%. It's currently at 21% thanks to Trump's tax cuts. Biden has proposed raising it to 28%. Raising taxes on business owners, Kamala has been critical of Trump's 2017 tax cuts. She wants a 20% deduction on profits, 100% bonus depreciation, and estate exemptions. She wants to increase taxes on the wealthy from 37 to 39.6% and tax real estate investors, amongst many other things that she wants to do. You can find the rest of the information there. And that being said, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, and that's why you need to be prepared for the complete fallout of our economy and destruction. You know, I was in Texas when we had a massive power outage. Our power grid failed, and suddenly for weeks we didn't have food in the grocery stores. An old lady near me almost nearly died from lack of heat. It was during the middle of an ice storm. And so, look, you need food. And so make sure you get a gas grill, but you have some food to cook in emergencies. That's why you got to get emergency meal kits like other patriots are getting from My Patriot Supply. Now, when you go to preparewithvnn.com, you get the 1-week meal kits. They're $50 off at my website. But the best part about this, and the reason why you got to get them now, is they last 25 years when stored in the rugged ammo can that they're given in. That's amazing. Buy them today, forget about them. They pay themselves off. But they have over 2,000 calories, are nutritious, delicious, and they're absolutely going to be shelf stable and keep you going in the times where you really need that go. Don't just get guns and ammo. Don't just get the body armor. Make sure you have food to be full during the apocalypse at preparewithvnn.com, PREPAREWITH, VNN.com today. Now, we know, of course, that, you know, when it comes to her plan to fix inflation and what's going on, it looks like we're not in a very good position. Kamala Harris spoke about this just recently. Listen.
And also, what else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously. Very seriously.
Oh, we're so completely screwed. Anyway, I'm Elijah Schaefer. Thank you for watching Beyond the Headlines on Vigilant News. Don't forget to subscribe to our X and Rumble accounts. We're at Vigilant News, or get these videos direct to your inbox at vigilantnews.com by signing up for our newsletter. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.